Welcome everyone to the March installment of our Spring 2022 webinar series sponsored by NIST. Today we have modeling and inventory of tread impression system. We call it MANTIS. It's the development, deployment, and application of an active footwear data collection system. Your speakers today are Drs. Richard Stone and Susan Vanderplas. Dr. Stone is an associate professor in industrial and manufacturing systems engineering at Iowa State University. His core focus is human performance enhancement in both physical and mental domains. Dr. Vanderplas is an assistant professor in the statistics department at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Her work focuses on the perception of statistical charts and graphs and applying computer vision and machine learning techniques to image data. Both of these researchers have been working with CSAFE for a number of years and are extremely valuable, as you're about to see. With that, I will turn it over to you two to begin presenting.
Hello, everybody. So we'll be talking about our MANTIS system today and how we developed it and what we're hoping to use it for. So I'll start with a brief introduction, and then I'll let Rick talk about all of the fun engineering challenges that went into creating the shoe scanner. And then I'll talk very briefly at the end about how we're planning to analyze this data, and then we'll open it up for questions. All right, so after a crime is committed, investigators have to reconcile the evidence found at the scene with a narrative of that crime. So shoe prints at the scene might be linked to shoes in the suspect's possession, which would suggest that the suspect shoes were at the scene. So during this process, the shoes are examined, the two prints are compared, and in court, the prosecution has to then describe the value of that evidence. So how much information does it provide to the jury about the suspect's guilt or innocence? And part of the calculation of that information is to determine what the probability is of a coincidental match. That is, what's the chance that some random individual would also have a shoe with a tread pattern similar to the print at the crime scene? If that probability is high, the evidence is less valuable. But if it's low, then the jury should treat that evidence with a lot more weight. Now, statistically, this is a pretty simple calculation, right? We define the comparison population, the population of people who could have made that print. I live in Lincoln, Nebraska, so let's say all of the individuals that live in Lincoln. Then we sample from that comparison population to see what shoes the people in